88.5 hours of FM, 15 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. in Surface Solution, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. Yes, indeed, this is where we start the show. Good morning. I have with me Edrick Hippolyte, the president of the Zenon Development Organization. And of course, as always, it's a pleasure to have you joining me here to inform the public of exactly what is happening. In other words, bringing them up to speed. And how can I not acknowledge Mrs. Joan Hippolyte as well, who is here for moral support as always. If anything, a pleasant good morning to you as well.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Cabrina and listeners.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine, Miss Joan. How are you? Yes, definitely. Really appreciate it to be behind us all this time.
How was it getting down? I know it's the first with our new location. Was it a difficult process for you to actually get there?
In my mind, I was making it difficult. Following the instructions you gave me shouldn't have been difficult at all. I went, I think, 2 houses down, looking for the newest building on the block because I was told it was a new building, but it's exactly next door from the old station, which is very easy to find. Yes,
Instructions, yeah?
Definitely.
But before we begin, could you speak to us in terms of how recent, before I get into that, for persons who are not aware, just give us a breakdown in terms of what is the Zenon Development Organization all about?
Yes, so the Zenon Development Organization is a revamped group in Zenon that came together. And we came together with an initiative in mind of the Zenon Trail of redeveloping that trail into a full-fledged nature trail for ecotourism purposes. Now, this project was made possible and is funded by the St. Lucia National Conservation Fund along with the IAF through a foundation program that's intended to empowering CBOs across St. Lucia in areas of environmental conservation, enhancing livelihoods, and climate resilience. And so we send our proposal to SL UNCF to receive a grant. So this is what IF is all about. They're issuing grants to CBOs and other eligible groups in St. Lucia. Once the project is put into nature, resilience, enhancing livelihoods and conservation of our natural resources, and our proposal was accepted. It was great, and this is why we are here now, and we are moving along, and we're making it happen now. Yes.
Thank you so much for that bit of information. What's about the progress updates, recent developments? Can you tell us?
Okay, so we have been progressing smoothly for the past couple of months. Since the funds have started coming in. We just completed our flora and fauna training along with customer service, first aid training for our tour guides, our prospective tour guides and vendors for that trail initiative. During the flora and fauna training, Mr. Nereus Mitchell, that was present with us, the forestry officer that was present with us, he pointed out different areas, risky areas along the trail. And we decided what we need to do to get all of this rectified so we can open the trail to visitors and the public on the whole. He also prepared a full report, a full flora and fauna report with scientific names and everything of all birds and trees found along the trail so we can be prepared. And in that report, we also notified areas we need to conserve along the trail, areas we don't need to touch, areas we won't cut down any trees, areas we should make sure are protected. So all this was included in his flora and fauna report. So this is where we are now.
Nice. What's about the commencement of the physical development of the trail? Initially September 8th, there's a date to that?
Yes, so this Sunday coming, the 8th of September, we will be starting the physical development of the trail itself.
That's exciting.
Yes, very, very. We will be starting with a Grand Coup de Mai. So we have decided, with the executive, I decided to make it into a Coup de Mai so we can invite the public and the community of Zenon, So we decided to invite them to start off so this can build camaraderie and bring people together, bring community spirit together, so the people will be involved in what's going on, so they can say they were there when it was starting, they were in the Kudme. So this is what we are hoping to achieve.
Okay, permit me to ask you in terms of, yes, I know it is a Zenon Development Trail and a self-help project per se. Is it specifically for Zenon? What if other persons are interested in actually coming on board?
Well, actually, I was getting to that. We actually solicited assistance from the different resorts around Soufrière. Technical assistance. It can be monetary or technical assistance. Basically, we're asking for any help, be it technical or monetary. It will be much appreciated, okay? Whatever help we can get. So we are just asking people to come through on September, Sunday the 8th. This is this coming Sunday. And just come and assist in whatever way you can. If it's technical help you can give, if you can pick up a hoe, a cutlass or something, help us out. And there will also be drinks and refreshments available for everyone who's participating. Free drinks and refreshments. So it's gonna make it an event. We're gonna bring everybody together. It's gonna be a nice community vibe.
I cannot pick up any of that, but I can surely put the news out nicely.
Thank you.
What the benefits of the trail to the visitors are? What do you really anticipate, with such a project?
Well, it will definitely improve the trail options we have in Soufrière. You understand? I think the most visited trails we have in Soufrière are the Groupiton and the Tête Paul. These two trails are the most strenuous and the easiest, I think, respectively. The Groupiton is very hard, Tête Paul is very easy. So we need something in the middle. I mean, this will be a new option to guess. All right. The Zenon Development Trail in the first kilometer of the trail is reasonably easy. I'll say moderately challenging, just to put it in a way. All right. But the last 2 kilometers to Derash itself is difficult in some areas. I'm not gonna lie about it. All right. So there is basically something that I believe all people will enjoy. All enthusiasts, all nature enthusiasts will enjoy something about the trail, be it the easy part or the hard part. And the harder part has so much more things to enjoy, like spring waters along the trail, beautiful views, some plants and trees you don't see in the community at all. All this. Butterflies, all kind of butterflies you wouldn't see in the community, you see it up there. Yeah, definitely. And there is a lot of chance to see the different bird species along the trail, chances for viewing these kind of different endemic bird species, definitely. And there's also stories to be told, a lot of stories to be told along the trail of our grandfathers and our grandparents who used to be along that trail to make it a livelihood for themselves. So we have so much stories to tell about different points along that trail. I'm sure the guests would come in there would be loving to it.
Okay, and without taking it away from the visitors as well, I think it's an opportune time for us to actually delve into our history as well. Because I'm seated and I'm saying, I thought it was only the Amazon versicolor, man. I didn't know there were so many other bird species. Yes. So it's like you're never too old to learn that thing. As per trail, I'm not a walker or hiker for sure. But then I think it's a great initiative. What has been done in terms of marketing?
Okay, so in terms of marketing, we have, with our letter we send to the different resorts, we're hoping that kind of initiates marketing, so the resorts know what's going on, what we're trying to achieve. Albeit it's a letter asking for assistance, but they know the whole deal of what's going on. So when we're ready to go into these places and start marketing and talking to the resort management and talking to guests, probably they'll already have an idea of what's going on. But in terms of marketing, we have started creating flyers. We've created our pull-up banner. So we'll be hoping to go to some workshops, a bit available, and we'll be pulling up our banners, pulling up our flyers, bringing along our fruit samples along the trail, our flower samples, so people can see what it's all about. Yeah, this is actually the next step in our development phase, where we're going full-fledged into marketing. So we're just starting to put our first footsteps into this area.
Nice. And as I am here seated, I want to know more about your business. So tell me in terms of the tour guides, uniform-wise, and what packages are there for persons?
Okay, so for the tour guides, we'll be hoping to just equip them with some nice uniforms along with the logo of the Zenon organization. Give them full equipment. We really want to prepare them because in all the training we did, the flora and fauna, the first aid, all these trainings will get to getting us ready, the tour guides and the whole personnel of the group ready for doing these works in these forestry areas, getting our guests ready, the gears we should need, the different first aid kits we should need. So all these are listed, and when we're ready, we're going to make sure all our guides have these things heading up there. Even when we're going to be doing our trail walks, our site visits, inviting people to come, they'll see that we have a sense of readiness about us, because that's what it's been all about, getting ready for this initiative to be open on the full.
Okay. At this moment, I just want to take the opportunity to say good morning to those of you viewing online. Nadia Casabo, I want to go on the trail. When does it open? Good question.
Oh, definitely
we
not.
have Annette Henry as well. Well spoken. Keep it up. Love the idea and the process. I'm so loving it too,
Yes. Big up to Nadia. Yes, this is one of our colleague CBOs that's been funded, I think, by the SL and UCF. Beltija de Tuizin. Yeah, this is one of the other CBOs alongside Zenon that's been funded by this initiative. But so big up to them, big up to them. All our CBOs, all the other CBOs have expressed interest to visit this trail. I think over 12 CBOs around the island, and all of them has expressed the interest to visit this trail, because we were in a grantee exchange program, I think a couple of weeks ago in Dennery, where it's all kind of like a workshop. We had a pull-up banner and all the CBOs were present. And I think our CBO is one of the most interesting, ones to, so we actually got fourth in all the CBOs, fourth prize, because our project was so interesting, along with all the others. So everybody has expressed interest, and so all this is already the marketing. This is people that are interested in visiting. Hopefully word of mouth will be following all these interested people, and more people will be hearing about this trail along with the work that we'll be doing our marketing. So hopefully it will be something a lot of people will be taking notice of and will be wanting to experience in the community of Zenon.
Okay. How has it been received by the residents themselves?
Okay, so the residents, initially it has been a mixed bag. Yes, some residents are excited. The younger ones are excited. The older ones are kind of skeptical. But on the whole, it will be a very good thing for the Zenon community. It will improve the stagnant atmosphere that has befallen Zenon for quite a while, I think. So the brain drain, the lack of economic chances of Zenon, all that will be a thing of the past when this trail opens. There will be opportunities for vending. And with funds generated by an open trail, we'll be putting in programs in place for the elderly people of Zenon, the younger people of Zenon, the children. We'll be hoping to put programs in place for them with the monies made from that trail.
A question: how long is this trail, and how long will it take you? Also, how long will it take you throughout the trail?
Okay, so the trail is 3 kilometers long. That's just over 1.8 miles, I think. So it can be done depending on your ability and on your prowess. So example, if you grow up the group, if you're really tired and you can take almost the whole day. It's basically the same thing up there. If you're really agile, you can take probably an hour to reach halfway, another hour to reach the rush, and come back in another probably hour. So about a 3 hours round trip, man.
Okay. Speak to us in terms of your staffing, the committee itself.
So our committee comprises of 10 members. Yes, up to 10 members. There is the president, the vice president, Ms. Marcela Sylvester. I'm the president, Edrick Hippolyte. We have the assistant treasurer, Mr. Thomas Hippolyte. We have our trustees, Nico Hippolyte. We have our trustee, Claudia. We have another trustee, Cyril Gustav. We have our assistant PRO, Mr. Clark Viti. We have other members of the group such as Remika Paul. We have a good amount of young people in that group. It's kind of a balance. It's balanced with a good amount of half of older folks and the half of genuine younger folks, so we can share ideas easily when we come together. So I think it's a good balance our group has.
Okay, what do you envision for this organization and by extension, even the trail as well?
Okay, so basically the future looks bright for that trail, like I said earlier. It will be one of the most visited nature trails. It was something for all nature enthusiasts, bird watching, breathtaking views, relaxation, meditation. The people of Zenon will benefit immensely. You know, you'll get livelihoods, you enhance your livelihoods, you'll put out your little trinkets to sell, your little spices and anything. Refreshments will be providing training for people who need it, definitely. Even though our training phase has passed, our training facilitators, shout out to them, Ms. Charis Taylor, Mr. Irenas Henry, Mr. Nereus Mitchell, the forestry officer that's working with us. These are our trainers. Yes. So definitely we'll be coming back to them for more training as we progress, as our trail gets better, as we improve. We'll be updating ourselves. The executive committee that is under prospective tour guides and vendors, everybody is on board. We have a group for everybody, so whenever news needs to pass around, we let them know. Whenever there is training available, we let them know. Everybody makes themselves available. Yeah.
Nice. I believe training is essential as well. The better people are equipped, the more efficient they actually become. Ms. Casabo did say, is it a loop or do you go up and down the same trail?
Okay, so it's basically gonna be what the guests prefer. I personally love the loop. I like to start in Zenon and go all the way through Fosséjac, walk down the road in Mini, go through the Fosséjac community, stop along the bars. All this is an experience. But if the guest wants to reach to the top of the rush and come back down the same way, it's all up to them. We provide all these packages and options for them. Yeah. If they want to go through the community of Fosséjac with us, stop at the bar, have a sip of bounty, it's all the Lucian spirit, we do that too. Yes. If they want to organize a bus back, we'll have a bus at Mini waiting for them to take them back to Zenon. All this will be in the packages provided. Okay. So we just let the guests know what they want to do and we set it up. It's all in the planning.
I saw that expression on Buzz's face. Any questions, concerns you may have regarding the trail and whatnot?
So I know, when it's finally in operation, I know what it is.
Yeah, man. I think you like the part of we topping in for Fosséjac to take a sip of bounty, man. Anytime, yeah, man.
That part had him for a minute, With that being said as well, all that emphasis, on the trail and the visitors and whatnot, but I am yet to know if I have a family and with 2 or 3 kids, what is there for me as a visitor as well?
Well, the community is there, obviously. Zenon is a very rich community in stories, in families. You can stop someplace and you'll see a caring older person there. They'll be happily to look after your kid for you, when you come back. Because I think for Jalib is almost the same way. Sometimes guests go up the hill there on the piton and the kids stay in the community. Zenon is capable of the same thing. We are very caring people in the community, very responsible people. Yeah, so
it opens the avenue for that type of
and
thing.
it's open, like Ms. Jones said, it opens the avenue for that type of thing. I mean, this is another market where you can keep your kids, keep your younger ones, along. Yeah.
Definitely. And
let them see what's happening in the community, what our livelihoods is like, what the older people do daily, how they do the cocoa stick, how do they do oils, how they plant the dashing along the side of the road. Different things, so they can see a glimpse into the community life, which is, I think, a lot of visitors would appreciate these kind of things, because at the end of the day, I think I talk to a lot of visitors all the time, and one thing they say, they like to see how our communities operate, how the people do the daily lives around. And I think Zenon will be another nice glimpse into that alongside functionally the Group Eton Trail.
Definitely, and even with that, that can help keep, our culture alive. And what you
Definitely.
tend to realize, the fuss is being made only when it comes to October, Creole heritage, and all those different things. And right after that, it just flew, right out of the window. So this is, I think, an initiative that can greatly enforce, tie us to our heritage, get knowledge, impart information as well, and even that can play an integral role, especially with the children classroom. And again, given the fact that Creole is now going to be added to the school curriculum,
Exactly.
so all that thing, works in tandem as well.
Definitely.
Something else, Buzz may not like that idea, but then I'm going to steal it in terms of the Zenon, the trail, and in terms of local, have more local, like even the Dashing ice cream or sours of ice cream or whatever that's there that they can get as well to not Farron's Dairy,
Yes, definitely. All
I
this is
know where
good
this is
ideas.
coming
Yeah.
from.
Yes, yes. And you see the whole thing this SLUNCF funding is all about. Provided that our project will be successful, which it will be, we can also get further additional granting from the SLUNCF. So if we bring another idea up to them, such as the group wants to take on processing, food processing, such as dashing processing, yam processing, banana processing, avocado processing, into ice cream or whatever we be it candies, we can get additional granting from the SLNUCF to undertake these opportunities.
Which is
So
true.
all this will be adding to the whole package of Zenon.
I
and the
definitely
trail.
agree, and even working with other stakeholders like the Foster Jack Development Committee.
Yes,
as
exactly,
Well,
yeah.
Yes, definitely. So, something I so desire as well. After this self-help project on a Sunday, what comes after that? We do not want it to just die out, but then persons really need to know. So it needs to have continuity, bringing people up to speed. So with that, I need to know what is happening on socials, media-wise, to promote, to inform, and so forth.
Okay, so after this activity on Sunday, where we'll be starting to clear the trail and basically start the development, the physical development of the trail, we will be soliciting help from members of our community, albeit for a little salary, because there are some young men up there, some people up there that not working. So we'll be providing them with a small salary to upkeep the work we have done along the trail. And I think I mentioned to my executive in a meeting that we have to be doing weekly inspections along the trail to see how it's been upkept. And with this weekly inspections, we'll be inviting the community members to come with us, because every time we announce we're going on the trail, we have a following. That's how to show the trail is ingraining people in Zenos, because this is where our grandfathers and our grandparents, our forebearers had the livelihoods, and they use these monies to make us grow up, So we'll be hoping to bring the people back on the trail. And this is essentially why the trail is being, another reason it's being developed, because the Zenon and the Rash area is an area where we are the majority of the food production in Zenon, but being through development and resorts and everything, people have delved away from that. So we're hoping to bring that back with the reconstruction of the trail. People will be going up back there because they have an easier trail and be going back on the plots, planting the dashing, the seasonings, the different crops, and be probably helping the food security of Zenon, and everything. So we'll be bringing this back. We'll be hoping to bring the culture back, to get people, the young ones, going on the trail. The young ones have expressed, like I told you, they're always following us when we're going up there. The prospective tour guides, the group of tour guides, they're very excited to start. They've been asking questions, and I've been letting them know, don't worry, I'll be updating all of everything. You'll have gotten your certificates, just stay put, just have patience. The project is gonna go through, you understand? And just tell everybody, they need to tell their friends, invite the other younger persons to take an interest, because like I said earlier, there are people that are reluctant to involve themselves in the project because of certain affiliations and stuff. But this is a project for everybody in the community, the way it is. Everybody will stand to benefit, and everybody will be proud when it's completed, and everybody will be having a seat, because they're part of the community. Anybody that from the community that wants to do tour guiding, we will be accepted provided they do the training, and yeah.
So can I be a part-time tour guide?
Definitely, Miss Cabrina. Like I've told you, I think you're a resident of Zenon now. I mean, so definitely you'll be invited. You'll probably be required to do some work.
Why did I even go stirring trouble?
Yes.
Why did I go stirring trouble? I'm very happy you made mention of that. The last meeting I attended, if my end serves me right, the idea was to have a parking area.
Yes.
That's still being looked at. And what about persons also? Will there be any relocation for persons who are in the direct pathway of such, an initiative? Or what arrangements are there for them? Will their houses be impacted and so forth?
No, I don't believe any houses should be impacted or anybody should be relocated, because all this is going to add to the ambience of the
I'm
entire
asking
project.
for someone.
Yes, so you'll be passing close to some houses. This is what our St. Lucia is about. I mean, and Slurry and Conrays is an example of that. You pass by people's doorsteps every day, and it's just what it is. And Slurry and Conrays, these are the fishing villages. So it's basically the same thing at Zeno. You'll be passing by some people's houses. You'll be seeing how people live. Will be people probably along the trail in the gardens. So you'll be seeing how people basically live in the rural areas, and this is genuinely how it is. So we'll not be moving anybody from the houses. Nobody will be losing the plots or anything. We're just asking people to work with us, work with the community, work with the executive to see this be achieved.
Also, but to an extent where you said we will be passing close to people's houses, we're looking at, will that even affect their state of privacy?
I don't believe it will be affecting the state of privacy, because as per our stakeholder meetings where we invited every landowner, house owner, everybody was pretty excited for the initiative, and everybody signed a document we had binding them to be, allowing the executive to maintain the trail as an ecotourism trail, and giving the input, just letting it happen, give help wherever area they can, and if they have any concerns, just bring it up to the executive and voice it, and we'll be able to work to something out.
Okay, we have Sonia.
Yeah, exactly. It was already a pedestrian right-of way. So basically, it's already a government trail, a way from Zeno to arrive at Dewash for Soshishak. So it was actually a government right-of way through people's plot of land to get to Soshishak and get to the plots of land without interfering in anybody's privacy.
Okay, nice. From Sonia, the trail and Zeno has endless possibilities. I wish the committee best of luck in tapping into the human and natural resources there. The committee can also get additional grant funds from other agents, Jeff, SGP, USAID, and so forth.
Yes, so this is actually, I think, in part of our proposal to approach Jeff and the other funders. We're already in process of preparing our proposals for them, so hopefully it will be received and everything will go towards Zeno, making it bigger, the Zeno trail bigger, and having something. I even want to input other amenities on there, so you can probably relax, like under the little gazebo or something. Yeah, stop points, relaxation points. You can probably stop for an hour in the comfort of the trees and everything.
Which is true.
Yeah.
And
but all this needs funding, so this is why we're approaching the different agencies. Yeah.
And what I would like to see as well from the Zeno, is it the bus stand heading up to have that big billboard to say,
yes,
welcome
definitely.
to the Zeno.
Definitely. Yeah. It reminds you of the billboards they have to use for Zeno Day. The big flag, Zeno Day, everybody knows Zeno Day is coming up. Well, they will have a big board saying Zeno Day Rastrial up this way. Enjoy.
Nice. At this very moment, it is 15 minutes moving up to the hour of 11 a.m. That is in Surface and Lotion, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. If you just joined in and say, oh, well, you missed out so much discussions on the Zenon Development Development, the President, Edrick Hippolyte, alongside Mistress Hippolyte. Well, it's all about the Hippolytes, for sure. Another thing, when would be the official launch of such?
Okay, so we open to have this trail ready by February 2025. All right. I mean, that's a lot of work to be doing, but we hope and we will be having it ready by February 2025 because we have identified our first stop, and it's along the first half of the trail. It's called Sambo's Point, and it's a beautiful vantage you can get of the Soufrière Basin, the Pitons. And it actually has a beautiful story behind it because this point is where a gentleman used to live solo for 20 years, over 20 years. And he built this little area here, complete with wall, stone wall, flattened area, and he just lived there by himself. He's been dead now, rest in peace, but we're gonna hopefully use the area with the permission we got from the family to just put a little rest stop there. And from this area, Sambo's Point, and you'll get a beautiful vantage of the Soufrière Basin. So this will be the first stop, the first half. And as we go along, we'll be extending the trail and making it better into the Derache region.
Okay, curiosity builds with all this lush vegetation, topography, etc. Tell me, how safe are persons in terms of reptiles?
Okay, people are very safe, trust me, yes. The forestry officer, Mr. Nereus Mitchell, who joined us along the trail for the flora fauna training, he mentioned all these things. And ironically, we found 2 snake skins that day. One at Sambo's Point and another one further up to the Derache area. And you actually take the smell. It's like a fresh, rotten smell. And it's very long, the snake skin. So all we have to do, please advise, just place some signs there saying there are reptiles around. But do not be afraid. They're more afraid than you, all right? Just be careful. Name the number of endemic species that are in St. Lucia. Let the people know the species that can be found in the area, which is the boa constrictor. I don't think we have come across the faintilans yet. I do not know, but mostly it's boa constrictors around the region there. That's the non-poisonous one.
I'm thinking twice now,
No, it's okay. That's the non-poisonous one, all right? And like I said, I think they're more afraid of you than you are afraid of them. But the trail will be pretty much cleared. And we'll be hopefully adding some substance on the tread that will be making it easier for the snakes to wear you, because I've learned when you put some gravel on the tread, when you step on the tread, they hear you and they just scatter away. So all this will be implemented so we can accommodate people like Cabrina, that's afraid of the snakes.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, should I still consider going on the trail? But I'm happy we touched on most of those points. And if, to your knowledge, there's anything you really want to share with the public, feel free to do so at this very moment as well. And maybe just emphasize, making more appeal for persons to come out and support Sunday's cause.
Yes, I just want to make another emphasis on, coming and help us on Sunday, Just come through. You can come curious. Just come and see what's going on. Come and watch people's business. You'll be invited, We just want to get a start on this. You understand? Basically, we're going to get a start on this to start clearing the area, start making the trading better. So we just appealing to people to just come through on Sunday, come help us. Yeah, the hotels I sent letters to. I haven't had some replies. Yeah, so I'll be very willing to get some landscaping assistance from the different hotel grounds, because they have some very good ground crews in the hotels in Soufrière, so we can hopefully get some help from them. A couple of assistants, probably a couple of tools or something too. Yeah, so we just hope you just send a reply and let me know what's going on. Albeit, we'll still be there. The executive will still be there on Sunday ourselves. The Zenon people will still be there, and we'll be making it happen. So if you're in me, just know you have to be there too, and come see what's going on. Come pick up a cutlass, a hoe, a fork or something. Come and help us, all right?
Permit me to ask in terms of time.
Yeah, we're starting at 9 o'clock. Yes, 9 o'clock, and so you're gonna meet us at outside the Leicester's bar, the Leon bar at Zenon. That is the top of the hill. Outside Leon's bar, we'll be there for 9 o'clock. We'll be assembling ourselves. We'll be seeing when arriving. Yes, so hopefully we can see you that time.
Hopefully. 10 minutes moving up to the hour of 11 a.m. in Surface. I have one already. In Surfer St. Lucia and of course the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, interesting facts. I would love for us to end with Mrs. Hippolyte's sentiments as well, because I know she had a part to play with that whole revamping of the Zenon Development Organization, and even with some input from the PMA as well too, you know, with heritage as far as green buffer zones are concerned, and different things around the PMA area. So your time to inspire.
That's okay, that's right. Yes, good morning again. Sufre and all persons who are on social media viewing us. I'm there to support the Zenon community. I actually have ties with Zenon. My ancestors are from Zenon. And actually when we were doing the land ownership on the side of the trail, I found out that my grandfather actually has plots along the trail. But it's registered on his name, but it has been sold to some other person. So these persons will have to rectify that. And this was kind of my brainchild in terms of bringing Zenon community together when I visited them in 2019. It took a long while to get us started because we had to follow classes along with Mr. Finiston every Tuesday and Thursday. So that first part of preparing the proposal writing and proposal preparation, this dragged for a while and some persons lost interest. But now that the monies are in and persons are very interested, I've taken a step back. I actually walked the trail one day and it took me 3 hours, but I was thankful, I was grateful that I did it, and I won't do it again. I'll just do a loop, maybe get to Sambo's point and come back. But it's very, very interesting because along the way you have some steep parts and some easy parts, but the view is magnificent. The water area, the water cat, the water bodies that are there, very pristine and beautiful, and that's a backdrop of the PMA, one part of the Derash area. And so this will be an opportunity for economic activity in Zenon where persons can just have their trays by their home selling their cocoa sticks or showing how to do the cocoa stick and selling it, their bakes, their fish cake, even in little activities within the community. As we said, somebody can open up a kind of a daycare to accommodate young persons who cannot go on the trail if their parents want to walk the trail and things. So it opens a whole range of opportunities. Then we have the Toral waterfall just below, the New Jerusalem waterfall just below, so persons can always come to the community to purchase their food, their snacks, and so on. So we're making Zenon known on the map and getting Zenon back into action. They will link up with Derash and Fort Saint-Jacques, which has another wide range of opportunities. So Zenon is making it for themselves. So thanks again to Edrick, who has been there, very steadfast, never gave up despite whatever was happening in the earlier stages. So I want to commend him and his executive. But I'm taking a step back. I'm just there supporting them. Thank you.
You're most welcome. We have Bryanson Stacker Solange, who sent in his comments. Great initiative.
Thank you, thank you.
At this moment, definitely the final comments. If you have anything else to say, persons who have supported you want to express gratitude to your team.
Well, like I said, I have sent thanks already to my trainers, Miss Sherry Taylor, Nereus Mitchell, Irina Senry. There are other people, they can't come to mind right now, but they have already expressed the interest and the willingness to see this go through. Some members of Zenon, some elders of the community have already expressed the sincerity of helping us to see it go through, so I'd like to say thanks to them. Yes. Douglas, I even forgot Douglas and Smith. Mr. Douglas Gaston from Fort Saint-Jacques and Mr. Smith Jean-Philippe, they helped us out in mapping the trail. Yes, they helped us out in mapping the trail, and I'd like to say very thanks to them for that. Sorry I forgot these guys. Who else can I remember? Yeah, in our little initiative, we have had quite a few people come on board and help us and give us different expertise. Yes, 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 yes. Mr. Lionel Pierre with Saint Lucia, the tourism and agency, community tourism agency. Yeah, he has already expressed his interest in helping us. We have already sent our budget to him, so we are waiting a response whilst he gauges with his board. So we are waiting a response from them. This is another potential funder we have. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely looking towards the hotels sending us a response or sending somebody to help us in any way possible. Yes, definitely.
I see great things for this trail, and of course the organization as well, with the group of persons there. I mean, enthusiast for sure. And with someone like Mrs. Hippolyte, definitely there's no way you could back down. You have to keep on pressing on and deliver it and make it happen, whether you want to or not. You have to make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Edrick Hippolyte. It's been a pleasure, Mrs. Hippolyte, as always. You're welcome. Studios are open for you any given day as well. To our listening audience, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on the first edition of House Guests for today, Wednesday, the 4th of September, 2024, back from vacation. You know, that was not too much time, but then what can I do? To all of you who send your comments as well, Sonia, Aneta, Bryanson, thank you so much as well. Let me give thanks as well to my companion, DJ Buzz. Thank you so much for your assistance as well. It means a lot. Anything else? This is why I say goodbye. Au revoir, ta to you. As always, it's a pleasure sitting here, keeping you guys company, keeping you informed. And you can also tune in next week, Wednesday, Parfait Magie, next week, Wednesday, for another edition of House Guests. I'm not sure who it's going to be. Mrs. Hippolyte is yet to tell me of the PMA. This is not the place and time, but congratulations, my PMA fans.
Yes.
Okay then, Edrick, don't be jealous, but then take care of yourself. Have a productive one. We're out.
Thank you.
You asked for more live and relevant talk shows, and we heard you. 88.5 Sufra FM presents House Guest, a brand new, fresh fortnightly feature airing on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. House Guest will showcase a cadre of professionals, from doctors and entrepreneurs to the next door friendly neighbor.